dear students. Today we are going to start with the electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate solution. Okay children, in this we have to study two parts. There are two different parts. When we undergo the electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate solution, in this there are two parts that we have to study. In the first part we are using active electrode, and in the second part we are using what? Inert electrode. So we have to study the two cases. There are two cases. This is your case 1 and this is your case 2. Okay, in the case 1 we will study the electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate using active electrode, and in the case 2 we will study the electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate using the inert electrode. Now what type of active electrode we will use here? What active electrode we will use here? We will use copper active electrode. Okay, copper as cathode and copper as anode. Are you getting? And here we will use inert electrode. Both the inert electrodes, that is cathode and anode, is made up of, say, graphite or platinum. Maybe graphite or platinum. Are you getting? I hope that you are able to understand. Electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate, we will study two parts, case 1 and case 2. In the case 1 we will study active electrode, using active electrode, and in the case 2 we will study inert electrode. So today we are going to study the active electrode part. We will start with the case 1 part. Okay, so in this case what we have to study? Okay, here I am writing electrolysis of copper sulfate, okay, aqueous solution using active electrode. Now what type of active electrode we are going to use? We are going to use copper electrode, made up of the same material. Okay, same. Children, in this we need to remember, whatever the chemical compound we are using, I am using copper here as an electrolyte, so here electrode will be also of copper only. So here in this case, okay, in this diagram you can see here. Now in the first case I am telling you is that I am using what? Active electrode. So in this case the cathode and anode both are made up of copper metal. They are made up of copper metal, that is solid. Okay, they are made up of copper metal, and the solution is of the same compound, that is copper only. So the solution is your copper sulfate solution. Okay, now in this case what will happen, children? The first thing you need to remember that we will add slightly the aqueous copper sulfate solution is acidified. Slightly the aqueous copper sulfate solution is acidified with dilute H2SO4. Children, why we need to add this? What is the purpose of adding this? The purpose is to increase the conductivity of the solution, or the electrolyte. Okay, and the second thing is we do not want the electrolyte to get hydrolyzed, so it will prevent hydrolysis of the electrolyte. Children, what is hydrolysis? We do not want this copper to get hydrolyzed. That means it should not react with water and it should not form copper hydroxide. Are you getting? It should not react with water, so it will prevent the hydrolysis of the electrolyte. Are you getting? The first thing is electrolysis of copper sulfate aqueous solution using copper as an active electrode. Okay, the first thing is slightly the aqueous copper sulfate is acidified with dilute H2SO4. to increase the conductivity of the solution, and it will prevent the hydrolysis of the electrolyte. That means the cation should not react with water. Okay. Now in this case, what is the product? Now in this diagram, what you observe, we have copper sulfate solution, yes or no? So what is the general reaction? Generally, how it will dissociate? General reaction is that copper sulfate aqueous solution, aqueous means I have dissolved it in water, so it will dissociate into Cu2 plus SO4 raised to 2 minus ions. Are you getting? This is the equation. Okay. CuSO4 will dissociate to give you copper ions and sulfate ions. Okay. Now in this case, water is also present, H2O is also there, so it will also dissociate. So it will dissociate into H plus and OH minus ions in the solution. Okay. So you need to remember, the second thing is the general reaction. The general reaction, aqueous copper sulfate solution will dissociate into Cu2 plus SO4 raised to 2 minus ion. As it is aqueous, that means water is also present, so here H plus and OH minus ions of the water is also there. Okay. Now in this case, we have two cations and two anions. We have two different cations, two cations total and two anions in the solution. Okay. Now cation will migrate to cathode. Okay. And anion will migrate to anode. Okay. So here what will happen at cathode and at anode? At cathode and at anode, what could be the possibility? At cathode, who will migrate? Cation, copper 2 plus and H plus ions will migrate. This cathode is made up of copper only. Our electrode is made up of copper, solid copper. Cathode, electrode. Okay. Remember this thing. Our anode is also made up of copper. It is not an inert material. It is an active electrode. So what will happen? The active electrode will take part in the reaction. Are you getting? The active electrode will take part in the reaction. So at anode, both SO4 raised to 2 minus ions and OH minus ions of the water will migrate. Okay, migration will take place for both the ions. Here both the electrode is made up of copper. Remember this thing, it is an active electrode. So what will happen? Now at cathode, because this is rich in electrons, so what will happen? From the solution, the copper ions will migrate, because copper is placed lower in the electrochemical series. So copper ions will discharge at cathode. Remember, copper ions will discharge at cathode. Okay, out of the two, because it is lower in the electrochemical series. Now, so what will happen here? What will be the reaction at cathode? What will be the reaction at cathode? Okay, at cathode, what will happen? Copper 2 plus ions from the solution, okay, will accept 2 electrons at the electrode, because copper is an active electrode. Now cathode is what? Electron rich in nature, so it will donate 2 electrons. So here copper ions will accept and it will go and get deposited as copper. Okay, are you getting children? This you need to remember. Now what is the color of the copper? This you need to remember. The product formed is your reddish brown. Okay, you need to remember the color is reddish brown. The color is reddish brown. Okay, it is not brown. Copper wire कभी brown नहीं होती है. It is reddish brown in color. Okay, reddish brown solid copper is deposited at the cathode. Okay, are you getting? Now let us see at anode. Now anode is made up of copper. Both the anions will migrate but none of them will discharge. None of them will discharge. None of them will discharge. Okay children, now what is the reason why it will not discharge? Because our electrode, because the electrode is active, because the electrode is active, so it will participate in the reaction. It will participate in the reaction. Are you getting? So what will happen here? What will happen? That means this copper electrode, anode, should participate in the reaction. So what will happen? This is your rod, ये ना, ये copper की rod है हमारी. This is your rod in the electrolysis process. Yes or no? One is anode and the other is cathode. So this anode is also made up of what? Copper. तो ये क्या करेगा? यहाँ से एक copper ion solution में enter करेगा. Okay? Solution में already Cu2 plus ions present है. Okay? This is your anode and this is your cathode. So your anode is made up of what? Copper only. So this copper will enter into the solution. How it will enter into the solution? Copper from the anode will lose 2 electrons. And it will form Cu2 plus ions in the solution. Are you getting? This is your copper solid from the anode. This is from anode. Okay, and it will lose 2 electrons and it will form copper 2 plus ions, that is cation. Now why it will do this way? Because it will compensate the loss. Children, in this electrolysis you need to remember, okay, one thing you need to remember. This is your cathode and this is your anode. Cathode and anode, both of them are active, made up of copper, and this is also made up of copper. So we take thin strip of cathode, thin strip of copper, which is pure. It is totally pure. Pure thin strip of copper is taken as cathode. A very thin strip is taken. And here thick rod, here anode is made up of what? Thick rod. Anode is your thick rod of copper, which is not pure. Okay, which is not pure. So what will happen in this? What will happen? Already the solution has Cu2 plus and SO4H2 minus, and from the solution Cu2 plus will migrate to cathode and it will go and get deposited as what? Copper. Okay, and from the anode the copper will enter into the solution. Copper will enter into the solution in the form of Cu2 plus ions to compensate the loss. जितना लॉस इस सॉल्यूशन में से कॉपर आयंस का हुआ है वो कौन कंपेंसेट करेगा? एनोड कंपेंसेट करेगा. ओके, सो व्हाट विल हैपन एट कैथोड क्या होगा? कैथोड पे क्या होगा? सॉल्यूशन में से, ओके, सॉल्यूशन में से कॉपर आयंस जाएंगे और 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करके कॉपर मेटल एटम फॉर्म करेंगे रेडिश ब्राउन कलर का. वो वहाँ पे जाके क्या हो रहा है? डिपॉजिट हो रहे हैं. तो ऐसे कर करके सारे डिपॉजिट होते जाएंगे धीरे धीरे फ्रॉम द सोल्यूशन. ओके, एंड इट विल बी प्योर रॉड ऑफ कॉपर. ओके, एंड एट एनोड व्हाट विल बी हैपन? anions will migrate but none of them will discharge. So at anode, because वो already active है, anode is also active. This is also active electrode ना, copper we are using copper. So it will take part in the reaction. So from the anode, copper metal atom will lose 2 electrons and it will form what? Cu2 plus ions in the solution. Children, एनोड को क्या चाहिए? एनोड को सिर्फ इलेक्ट्रॉन से मतलब है, क्योंकि एनोड तो इलेक्ट्रॉन डेफिशिएंट है, तो उसको इलेक्ट्रॉन मिलने से मतलब है. तो उसको इलेक्ट्रॉन कौन दे रहा है? कॉपर मेटल एटम ही इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करके आ जा रहा है. एंड दिस मेटल एटम इज फॉर्मिंग आयन विच कंपेंसेट्स द लॉस ऑफ द कॉपर आयंस फ्रॉम द सोल्यूशन. तो दोनों का रिएक्शन कॉपर का ही होगा. आर यू गेटिंग? सो हियर एडिशन ऑफ electron is taking place, yes or no? So what is the reaction at cathode? It is your reduction, gain of electron, है ना. And at anode what is the reaction? It is oxidation, because loss of electron is taking place. Okay, this you need to remember. Now what is the observation part? This is also very important. What is the observation seen at cathode and at anode? At cathode and at anode. First observation at cathode is reddish brown deposit. Reddish brown deposit of copper is seen. And cathode becomes thick in size. Why it is increasing in size? Because सारे कॉपर जाके वहाँ पे जाके डिपॉजिट होते जा रहे हैं, तो it will increase in size. The size will increase. Now what is the at anode? At anode what will happen here now? At anode what will happen? The anode diminishes in size. The anode diminish in size. The anode will diminish in size. That means जो ये thick rod anode की थी, अब वो क्या होगी, धीरे धीरे पतली होते जाएगी. It will diminish in size. Or you can say or there is loss in mass seen at anode. That there is loss in mass at anode. Are you getting children? Okay, remember this thing. The other thing what you have to remember is the color of the solution. The color of the solution है ना, क्या होगा color? That is blue color, does not fade. The color of the solution does not fade. Children, why the solution, the color of the solution is blue? Why it is blue? Why blue? Because copper sulfate is blue in color. It is known as blue vitriol. Okay. Now this color will not fade. Why it will not fade? Because जितना copper ions का loss हो रहा था solution में से, वो कौन compensate कर रहा है? Anode compensate कर रहा है. तो color में तो कोई difference आएगा ही नहीं. Color will be as it is. Blue का blue ही रह जाएगा. Are you getting? I hope that you are able to understand. If any doubt you have in this part, then you can ask me. The next case we will discuss in the next part. I hope that you have understood all these things. Thank you.